I love it. Amazing. Wow. Where is this butterfly? Il y en a un autre qui me fait un petit coucou ici. Il est là, regardez. Il est là. So cool. I'm in a tree. I can get enough of these little butterflies. They're so beautiful. The birds are singing. I love it, love it, I love it. Yes. There's a bunch of little butterflies and bees. It's nice. My testy. I know, I was taking a video of them. They were so beautiful. A little heart. Big heart. A big, big heart. It is literally a giant heart on my babies. It's awesome. Peanut is so cute. Meow. Got all kind of butterflies. Wow. Hello everybody, Fanny here. I hope you're doing well. Hello Dean, hello Tony, hello everybody in the Self-Education Revolution group, all the team, Samantha from the support we just talked, all of you, anyone watching, right now. Hope you're having a good day, and I wanted to share with you my progress from my trainings and celebrate with you my 3 new mastermind online, send a message of gratitude, and invite you for a project. So these 3 things today, and yeah. Okay, so let's start with the gratitude. I am in the Better Life Journal, the Better Life Challenge, and today was express 3 things that you're grateful for. And the same, I was reading the book, The Millionaire Success Habit, and I was on happiness habit. Define what happiness looks like and feels like to you. Okay, imagine that we're sitting in a restaurant right now and I ask you this question from the deepest part of you. What makes you happy? Would you have an answer? Do you know what it would be? I believe that's a hard question for all of us. Yeah, and then he says how it continues on how we usually, define ourselves to others and stuff. And today is a really happy moment. So it's awesome to start with that and to say thank you. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi. You guys, you're my inspiration every day. You have no idea how you refill me with good energies and keep me going and guide us every step of the way, all the time. And Russell Brunson as well. And all of your team and interviews, everything that you share, a journal, a quote, the consistency. This is one thing that I've learned from you, is like the consistency is just keep going, taking small step, one step after another, and that small steps are big steps, when you're just starting and you see all the road, everything you still have to accomplish, and you're like, wow, it's easier to give up there because you're like, wow, this is so much, I'd rather give up right now. And this is why it's so important. When I found you, when I found Dean, my mentor, I just, and he came in my life at the divine timing as well. When I was ready, I'm an artist, by the way. I'm an artist. I paint mandalas, and I was painting for myself, for the fun, for the creativity, open up my creative channel. I didn't really think I was going to make a living or business out of it, and it's just someone would like to buy my paintings, and then I would create an oracle cards, and then I was commissioned for a collection of painting in New Orleans, and so escalated like that. And then that things like I had more challenges in my life. I moved to a new city here in Florida, and for a while I was by myself with my son, and it was really hard for me to combine everything. And Dean came at that time when, okay, now what's next, guiding me through everything to how do you make this painting, art, way of life, vision that transforms my own life into something that transforms other people's lives, and having the feeling of not always being listened to. It's not always that you find every day people who share the same interests. We are all different, and this is the richness of it. The beauty of it. It's great that we don't always agree on everything. It's great that we all are good at stuff and bad at stuff, because this is how we complement each other. We have to work together, okay? And we're all in this together. And yes, your story is my story. There is a point of your life that I'm living this story, and feeling understood is what can save you. This is what saved me, and finding this family, this community, and this sense of magic. Because once you find a family and people who understand you, because in everyday life you have the location, right? Maybe my friend there, I have some friends on the other side of the country, I have some friends in France, and the location. But thanks to the internet, you can attract your tribe from anywhere at any point in the world. And this is what's been happening, and it's through this platform and other platforms as well, that we attract each other and grow together. Okay, so my extreme gratitude. You guys make me laugh. You guys make me laugh. I love your enthusiasm into everything, and you know, it can be funny. It can be funny to market and so, like, you know what was the best ad like for this book actually? Was it this one? Was it this one, or was it the Underdog Advantage? I don't know. It's like there is a guy drinking his coffee outside, and there is, you know, another guy riding his bike with the book, and like throwing the book, and the guy takes it on his face. Like that made me laugh, you know. Like that was so funny. Like, hey, you need this. Or like I saw Russell Brunson in his commercials, you know, like he's coming up down the roof and stuff, like being silly. And this is also about life, you know. Life is serious. Life is tough, right? Like, and it's stressful, you know. You want to make a living, okay. If you're in a situation that it's already going and you're having fun with it, that's cool. But if you have like a financial pressure, it's not as fun, because you're like, oh my god, I can't miss this, you know. But it's they remind me to always have fun. There's always another degree of how to see life and going through the challenges, you know. And sometimes they will say something like to trigger me, for example, and then I realized, yes, this is a technique to wake us up. Okay, what triggers us? What can we do better? Okay, and I know, yeah, this is fun. And look further than your own, you know. Nothing is that dramatic. I mean, there are things, yes, there are things, and there are things that are dramatic, that speak up. Also speak up for the world, speak up for what's going on in the world. Okay, but it can be fun, but we can do it in a fun way, a conscious way. So the synchronicities are amazing. So the crystal clear, I wanted to read the rest of this passage. Okay, the rest of this passage. I think it's a difficult question, because so many times we try and compare our definition of happiness to others. Just because someone else's definition of happiness is a sports car and a mansion doesn't mean it has to be your definition. Honestly, if you were to ask me that question 5 years ago, I probably would have fumbled to come up with an answer. Back then, I don't think I was crystal clear on what happiness truly meant to me. It would be easy to say being with my kids, and even though that is true, that was a default and not truly thought out answer. But I want you to get crystal clear on what makes you truly happy. And yeah, okay, so talking about crystal clear, I want to show you something today. It all comes together. I know it's all over the place. I was trying to make it shorter. I made an hour video earlier. I'm trying to make it 20 minutes. The crystal clear, okay, Dean always says that he doesn't have a magic wand, okay, but there is a magic wand. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, there is a magic wand, and this is crystal clear energy that inspires me to paint, to write, to find the motivation. It's like an antenna, right? It's like an antenna. I'm following one of the trainings. It amplifies not only what I learned from the training, but the energy expanding from it and echoing, resonating in my own life as well. And so I will be, if I'm following the Better Life Journal, if I'm following the Better Life Journal, it's like 2 minutes a day. Or sometimes I will follow the Project Next, 2 hours of training. Okay, Tony Robbins, I would do the Project Next. Like Tony Robbins would be a 30 minutes video, and he says something, it's like exactly what I'm doing at the same time. Dean, it's like an entire life of synchronicities, of like, I read the book and it's like there is only one moment. There is only one moment. This was written a few years ago, but by the time you read it right now at this time is when it's all the timelines are simultaneously happening. Okay, so everything connects, and that is like a puzzle you're putting all together. That is crazy and incredible. That makes life magic, you know. And this is my biggest, why today is happy. My definition of happiness is now I've started a project next 6 months ago, and now I have my 3 masterminds online, Journey to Love, Metatrons Vibes, and Project Next. And the Angel Pack, where I actually send you, so in my Journey to Love and my Metatrons Vibes, we learn to make designs and patterns and the Metatrons Cube. This is amazing. I reveal all my techniques, my secrets, all these energy crystal stuff. And in the Angel Pack comes with the crystals, with the gift, to inspire you for the painting. So I invite you to register if you're an artist, or you've never been an artist and you want to learn something new, or whether your level, or you just want to learn more about symbols and stuff like that. I invite you to go check my workshop. Okay, the artist, the creativity is very important. But this is one of the points for today. But my point, really, my biggest joy in my life and happiness, and when I see the magic unfold, you know. And with you guys, it's like every day. It's like everyday magic, and I'm so grateful. And yeah. So the community, I want to invite you to participate to a project. Okay, I was lucky 2 years ago to be commissioned a 30 painting collection for the Children's Hospital of New Orleans, by my friend Stacy, who is an interior designer, and she asked me to create 30 paintings for the Children's Hospital of New Orleans. 30 to inspire and help in the healing process and the recovery, the soothing energy. And this is really, when I was doing all this, I learned. I didn't think I was going to be an energy healer. I just learned. I don't even be like, oh, I'm going to heal this, you know. It just naturally, we heal each other. We naturally, through the art, you see, don't you feel like you're diving into the painting, and woo, it's like the garden around you. And that was really the purpose of it, diving in a painting and feeling like you're in a new world where imagination is real. And you don't let people tell you this is just your imagination. No, imagination is everything. This is how inventors create new technology, new findings, new art, new equations, okay, new formula, new strategies, new stories. Create the story of your life. Every day is a new story. The bridge, we create this bridge. This is so cool that I found this one. The bridge between each other, okay, before and after. So right now I feel like I'm here, like I've crossed the bridge, right? I've crossed the bridge. I've put all my masterminds online, and now this is the beginning where we gather and we create something together. And so with all these paintings, with all these artworks, it's about 30, but I have more. Look at these hummingbirds. I have more. I have about 40, 50 artwork, and I'm painting one right now. I'm going to, this is my logo. I'm going to show you one that I'm making right now. Look at that. Look at that. So I want to create an oracle card deck, okay, with these paintings, with everybody writing a letter, a love message, a love letter. Because in the toughest or the joyful, in the toughest moment of your life, you need someone, okay? You need to feel understood, you need to feel loved. This is what keeps you going, okay? What you have in your heart, or a project, something, motivation. But when you're in the joyful, in the happy moments of your life, you also want to share it. Okay, when is it that you're like so excited about something and you're like, oh my god, I'm so happy, and I've traveled all over the place by myself and I'm so happy and so feeling accomplished. But always I would be like, oh, you know, that's nice when you can share it with someone. So sometimes I would be traveling with my friends and that would be awesome, would be laughing, you know, amazing. And the times when I was by myself, like in Machu Picchu or some sunset, sometimes I remember one day in Thailand and I was watching the sunset. I was by myself. I was with a cat. That was so cool. But you're like, oh, I wish this person were here, or I wish this person were there. So that's the same. I created this project and it's so awesome. It's for the children. I was like, you know what? But I wish, you know, Dean and Tony would write something, and then I wish all my best friends would write something, and then and I wish that someone who's been through something incredible and that no one, you know, that maybe, I don't know, someone on the other side of the world has an important message to share, and that is going to be a legacy, you know. And so that's why I'm opening this project to everybody. It's on my website right now. It's on all of my masterminds. If you register to any of my masterminds, you have access to it. But for now, I'm going to try to leave it open for this week, or maybe until the 11/11. To leave it open for everyone to go see the project. And there is a comment section in the page. We can comment, talk about it, create conversation, get inspired. And for you guys, all you would have to do is to look at the artworks and say which one you like, and write a letter that the artwork inspires you, and something you would like to leave as a legacy, right? For Dean always say, what would you say to your 20 years younger self? So leave a legacy to your daughter or to your mother. You know, it doesn't have to be just for children. We're all children. Okay, we're all children of someone, and if we're not, you don't have children, maybe you have just a care in general for other humans. And what would you be? You know, this other day I was in a situation and I was like, man, what would I do if I had, like, you know, to you know, to leave, for example, or the last thing I would write, you know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna send, you know, a page with everything, you know, I have to say. What would you write on it? And so that was funny, because I was like, okay, I need to write down all this. And this is how I realized the importance of referencing, of writing, of externalizing everything you have within into art, into writing, into all of this. So this is another artwork I'm creating right now. This will be in the collection. This one, I'm creating this for a restaurant in Jacksonville. It's coca leaf. It's a coca leaf in the middle. Coca, the mate de coca, comes from Peru. It's a medicinal plant with a flower of life drawn all around it. So you see, it looks very simple. You're like, oh, there's just some circles. It doesn't even look like a tea leaf, you know. And this is how it starts. It's how it starts. It's like going to the hairdresser. I always say that. It's like going to the hairdresser. When you have, you know, all your highlights and stuff everywhere, you don't really know what it's gonna look like in the end. And once you start adding all the little dots, a touch of art and everything, in the end it's this mosaic, like this one, beautiful mosaic result, all the colors mixing. So you see, you would surprise yourself. And art is so very important. And because of that, because I know the importance of the catharsis, of externalizing your feeling, and you see, every time I post a video, I've probably recorded it 1 or 2 or 3 times before I actually post it. Why? The first time is great and it's true, and the second time is also great and it's true, and the third time is great and it's true. It's just different levels of frequency, because the first video I make, usually it's like, it grabs first what's like needs to be cleansed, needs to be I don't know, like everything is right. And I just feel like the more the second or the third video is more filtered and essential, right? Just like a distilled essential oil. You have the perfume. First layer, you have the perfume, right? When you open the bottle, you have the perfume. Okay, then you take the bottle, you smell the perfume, stronger. Then you put it on you, and then you have the healing effect, the energies directly. See, 1, 2, 3 times. So they all good, all different level, just all different perspectives, you know. And I realize every time I make my first video, I'm like, oh, I'm not so satisfied, and sometimes, you know, you say things not the right way you would like to say it, or then the second time, and then the third time, by the third time you're like, okay, my first video is an hour, it's longer, then the second video is 30 minutes, third video 20-25 minutes, because it's more essential. I try to go to the point. We don't have always the time for 2 hours training, even though they are long, but there's still lots of stuff I want to share with you. So what is an oracle? I don't know if I showed you what is an oracle. So you will go to the link below. It's free, okay? It's really for gathering and the community and sharing something around art, okay? And showing also what's possible, showing you what's possible thanks to Dean and Tony, thanks to the masterminds, the Project Next, the platform. I'm proud of what I reached thanks to that, the trainings and everything. So if you are just at the beginning of your trainings and stuff, go look at this and get inspired, you know, by the technique and how to build a website and stuff like that. I've spent an entire month redoing all that, so I can also give you recommendations for that. Okay, and so an oracle is so for example, this one, I took 44 of my paintings. 34. Let's see, this one. 34 of my paintings, put in a beautiful oracle with symbols and colors and it's funny, just when I have a message that pops up just when I show this painting. You see, all the artworks, mystery. Wow, this message right now is hitting me. Like, I know I'm gonna have to stop this video in 5 minutes. I need to hurry because I'm missing out on something. My son is at the pumpkin patch, and I said I was gonna go meet them, and at the same time I wanted to record this video because I was like, I don't want to miss out on sharing all this information that I have right now, you know. And because one day when I was in England, actually, I went to Stonehenge. It was a beautiful Celtic site, and we were there all day. It was amazing, going around, walking around the countryside. That was really really beautiful, a lot of fun. We saw cows and stuff. That was really cool. And we discovered a crop circle. In a field. And at the time, I didn't really know about crop circles. And I was like, oh, what is this? Like, crop circles, you know? And I remember saying that, and I was feeling instantly, I was feeling like, why did I say that? I know it's real, you know. I know crop circles are real. And I call this one mystery, you know, because officially it's a mystery, even though it's proven that it's impossible for humans to do shapes like this. And so we imagine they come from spaceships and stuff like that. I'm a lot into these alien things, you know, but on this day, I kind of passed next to it and didn't really, and I kept going, didn't really pay attention to it. And then it kept coming back. I kept seeing crop circles, and then I painted that one, and now it's unfolding. And I realized yesterday, I was like, oh, I remember that day when I said that. and now it's rippling back, like all of our words, everything we say, the way we spell words and stuff like that, this has so much impact. This is so important to use the art and poetry when we're creating, you know, the symphony, the music of words. You know, the children hospital collection, the theme was nature and music. Nature and music. I will let you go see my website for all the details on the project. And this is the music. This is the music. The words, the beauty, the creativity, the symphony, the chemistry of all of us, the synergy of all of us, merging our energies and creating something bigger than us. And this is really what I wanted to do with this project. I could have wrote the oracle by myself, but I was like, no, I want to invite you guys. You know, I want to do it together. It's going to be more fun, it's going to be more interesting, it's going to take longer maybe, but if everybody writes 1 or 2 letters, you know, or 3 or 4, I don't know how inspired, and then I will keep the better ones. And if I have a fair amount of letters, I will paint more artwork to match the amount of letters as well. I make it something really beautiful and inspirational, and show that we can collaborate. We can still, you know, these are simple stuff of life, but like literally, like someone called me yesterday, all week they called me, right, to offer me health insurance and help, you know, financing a home and stuff like that. And right away, what's your first reaction? Like someone calls you, like I hang up right away. I'm like, man. But then I was like, how stupid, because I don't even have to go look for it. They call me to offer me, and I needed to renew my my health insurance, and so I was like, how, instead of, you know, how we're close to something, instead of like opening some, or sometimes I would be at the gallery and like people would come inside the gallery and I would work there. I'd be like, hey, can I show you about the paintings and stuff? Like, no, like, and I do it too, okay, that's why I can say it for someone else. But now today, you know, and then I read Dean's book, and it was like, happiness habit number 2, make the present your friend. And this was after the phone thing. Make your friend, your habits that you have. Like I don't like, the problem with the phone is like, you don't know who's calling you, you don't know if it's like it's a scam, or you don't see the person in front of you, you know what I mean? So you instantly you're putting like this veil, right? But even yeah, like I said, at the gallery and stuff, like it's important that we still communicate, that we still trust each other, and to keep these social relations. This is the most important, isn't it? The social relations, the most important. Like in your life, if you have success and great ideas and everything, you always want to share it with someone. So yeah, this is really what I'm grateful for, and that we are solving these mysteries together. The fruit of life. So see, I showed you that painting. I'm painting for a restaurant of Jacksonville right now, and it's a vegan restaurant. And once again, I encourage everyone to eat vegan. I had a salad today for lunch. It was really good, and I do feel the difference when I eat vegetables and healthy stuff than when I eat bread and gluten. Vegan, of course. It's so important. Our body, how we heal our body with the food and the crystals and the painting. Our emotional state of mind translates our health. What our joys that we have. Did I already say that? I will have to rewatch the video. The joys that we have, the pains that we have, the things we don't talk about, they accumulate in our aura, they accumulate in our energetic body, in our aura. And if we don't express them, they convert into sickness, okay? Then you get things happier. And because you need to let it out, okay? So art is a great way. Art is a great way. And or your passions, or writing, a mission, a common mission. But feeling a part of a community It's important, and while doing the work on yourself as well, always. But these are like portals. And so this, why did I pick the Fruit of Life? What did it come out? Because my Metatrons Vibes painting workshop is also a Metatrons cube. It comes from the Fruit of Life symbol. You will learn to paint that. They are super energetic symbols, develop connections, and they resonate with the geometry and your DNA, what your codes that are written within you. And by resonance, they activate and they stimulate the energy, and so everything, all that naturally generate positive energy and creativity, stuff like that, and cleans your aura, and therefore your in the manifest, in the physical body, you will be, it will clear, okay? Yeah, as soon, for example, you see I had something this morning down my skin, but now I think it's a bite that probably has scratched. But as soon as I see my throat hurts a little bit, I eat completely vegan for lunch and drink a shot of ginger and lemon, and then that's it. One day. In one day, everything is healed. Ooh, look at that reflection of the sun. Nice. I like it. Like this. Okay. Like, wow. Like, my hair looks nice one time. Sun. It's like... Okay, so look at that. Amazon. Oh, I want to talk to you about this one today. 35. Wow, I'm 35. Look at that. Supernatural. Like, do I look natural like that? Like, naturally in the sun. Okay. I'm gonna read it for you. This is what we're going to create. The oracle we're going to create. It's gonna be like that. There will be cards. You pick a card and you get an inspirational message. And so I created this one with the colors of the sky and purple for the crown chakra, and I called it Amazon. Why I called it Amazon? You see how there is like a bright orange, a bright green, and this may remind me of the jungle, because when you're in the jungle, like, everything is natural colors and kind of camouflage and blends and stuff, and you have some animals or some plants and stuff that are super bright like that, and that always amazes me to see the contrast of the colors. So on this one, I wanted to have this contrast of like kind of a fluorescent colors with more natural colors. Okay, so let's see what the card 35 says. And so this will be what we'll be doing. Okay, you'll pick a painting, you'll have your love letter, and then the children, they will open the box, everything. I'm not going to tell you everything. You go, if you're called to do it, you go check the link. Okay, and for the code, it's one word in capital letter, and I'm going to give you a hint. It's the most powerful energy in the universe. Okay. Amazon. This vibrant mandala carries the voice of freedom of the Amazons. Wherever you are, do not let anyone define or shape who you are, except your own heart. Believe in yourself just enough to be authentic and show your true colors. Your freedom, dreams, and potential are your gift to Earth and humanity as a warrior of light. It is not necessarily about starting a revolution, but most likely about living in harmony with your deepest aspirations. We are all a unique piece of the puzzle in the giant picture of life. So let the colors mix and match, even if sometimes they splash. Yes, and I love that it says about the revolution, because the group is called the Self-Education Revolution. And so, you know, you always associate this revolution with like the historic part of it, you know, and the wars, the colonization. How was the colonization when they came and they colonized the Americas and stuff like that, and took over the natives? This was super violent. And the wars of territory and all this was super violent. The race war and World War II, all of this. So we had to take the power over the governments with the violence and fight and everything. And this is heroic that people actually stood up to their life, their body, their life, to make the world better, right? It's not being a rebel, it's to want your country to be better. But nowadays we evolved from that, okay? We don't need to fight anymore. The revolution doesn't have to be violent. It can be a revolution of love. You know what's revolutionary to me? What's revolutionary is when I see people to respond like so kindly. When I see, you know, people like Dean and Tony or Ellen DeGeneres as well, like I see like their trainings, their shows, they're always kind. It's like, you know, we all mess up. We all have our up and downs, and we all have days where we're great and days when we're, even if we have good intentions, some days you have the greatest intention and you're just not just like right there. But how the people's reaction is what nourishes you, okay? If you have like someone constantly telling you, oh, this is crappy, this is not enough, you have yourself enough for that, okay? If you're kind of like, if you're a good person and you're a perfectionist and you want to be a better version of yourself, then it's normal. Then you're always going to be like, ah, this was not good enough, because you want to be better. Or out of battery. That you're like, this is not good enough, I want to be better, because it's normal. You want to progress, you want to be better. Okay, so you will always have that. So you don't need other people, you know, to tell you how this is bad, how, you know, no. Sometimes I'm nervous opening my Instagram. I'm like, oh, what's gonna be, you know, what's gonna be the news today? What's gonna be on the Instagram? And no, I'm happy because I choose an Instagram. I choose, you know, the people I want to follow, and we support each other, and so yeah. And so when people, your own insecurities, and people respond with kindness and understanding and stuff, this is revolutionary. The effect, like they could try everything. Like I've had so much support. I am blessed in my life. Like I've had so much support, like when I was lost, and literally like no one, you know, no one would come get you. And this is why they say no one is coming to save you. That's true. Like no one. And I have friends, and I'm so grateful. It's just, you know why also it's hard for people to get you, because when you're not feeling good, you hide yourself, you're not sharing. This is not the days when I feel crappy that I'm here sometimes sharing, you know, my stuff. But sometimes, yes, it's good to wake people also to the truth of life, you know, because if we say all the time that the world is beautiful and we're spiritual, everything is perfect, you have to let go of everything. Well, no, because there's something, if you let them go, then other people don't let go. And you know, you want also to bring what is right. And it's not that people have bad intentions. I don't think no one has bad intentions, even though, but people sometimes, they just don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do better. Their normalcy is not the same as your normal. Okay, so this is how we just accommodate, adjust each other. But it's important also to fight and stand, you know, for what you believe in, and not let, you know, your lack of confidence or your fear like prevent you from still, you know, fighting for what's real, but in a way that is so conscious that it's instantly like boost you to wake up. Yeah. So you don't want to, you're not telling your friends, oh no, I'm feeling bad. And if you do, sometimes it's awesome. You have this friend, you know, who calls you, and you're both telling all of your story, you let it out, you feel better, and then, you know, you call each other, you know, another 2-3 months later. But every day, this is the consistency, is every day, to really have a harmony, find this peace. It's every day. It's every day. And because I receive so many emails from Dean and Tony, I think this is, yeah, I receive a bunch of emails, but these are the only emails like I really open all of them. Like I'm like, oh yes, what's, and this has healed me like incredible this. And along with the painting, and because I felt like I had a community, someone who believes in what I do, and everyone, not just me, right? But I saw the video of a lady does the vegan food and vegan restaurant the other day, and this is awesome because she also found her gift and to sharing to other people and her friends. And some people, maybe they will get you into the tech, right? The technique, like I see other, like when I watch the trainings from Tanner and for the how to make an upsell and everything on the website, this has helped me so much. I built everything almost by myself, and yes, my website all by myself, all the mastermind all by myself, with the guidance of the team and the trainings, of course. Without that, like I would go watch the training, but the thing is, by doing it myself, I know how to do it now. So I'm not lost every time I have something, like the support that tell me, okay, you do it like this, like this, like this, and now I know how to do it, so I can recreate over and over. And it's true that would have been easier if someone had redone all my website for me, and it would be, I would already be writing my next course. But at the same time, if I want something, it's just gonna take me 2 minutes now to do it, because I know how to make a website, I know how to make my mastermind and stuff. So all the technical, I'm grateful for that as well. It's a great part of the training as well. So the Metatrons is super energetic, and I encourage you to register to that training as well, like all of the workshops. And there you will find crazy synchronicities start happening in your life by learning how to use and create and symbol and interpret every day in your everyday life. Okay, and look, I want to show you this little crystal pyramid as well, like a white pyramid in the middle with the page. This is this is what made me think of, you know, it's like we're all around the table. Hello my angels, I hope you're doing good today. I apologize for my video cutting in the middle of a conversation yesterday. I was out of battery and then took care of my son. And you know, everything happens for a reason, because it was unfinished business that I had to go through something to actually bring another level to this message. And I'm having lunch too at the same time. As you see, I'm eating a salad. I've been eating a lot of gluten lately, so I'm trying to I'm vegan. I eat eggs sometimes because I'm out of the vegan ones, but most of the time I'm completely vegan. And the food that you eat for your body is so important. Wow, you see, I've stopped eating gluten for 2 days, and I really feel there's a lot more clarity also in my thought process. So we're having lunch together and I'm gonna show you more oracles. And I wanted to talk, so finishing up my invitation from the beginning of this video for the Colors of Nature Oracle Project. Please check the link and you're invited to go and participate. And I want to also talk about censorship today. Censorship and a lot of concepts that have been programmed in our mind and that I think are not serving us. Okay, if you're here in this group, in the self-education revolution, and I'm talking about education, I'm going to talk about revolution also, because yeah, we need to revolutionize our mind and the way we think, and not take everything that's accepted by the main thought, even in the spiritual, that now is becoming more mainstream. You know, the spiritual if you're in this group, you're in the self-development, right? If you have left your job because you want to create your own business, you create in something, and if you're here needing the help of Dean and Tony, it's maybe because you have people in your life that have told you that it's impossible. You've sought for help, or help found you, right? To go through these blocks, because we have blocks all the time of people telling us that, you know, oh yeah, this time you succeeded, but that was luck, you know, or you were lucky on that one, or you know, oh, this is great, but this is not bringing enough, or oh, this is not realistic, or whatever. You know, you have a conviction, you have a truth within your heart that you know you want to do that. And you know how I know I want to do my stuff? It's because even though I'm making or I'm not making the money, I'm still doing it. I'm still here posting my stuff. I'm still working on my computer, doing the things, because I just feel like, okay, this is what I have to be doing. I have to. Yes, it's work, but it's like I don't want to be doing anything else than working towards my art, my projects, or doing these videos. I take time doing these videos as well, because I know there is a message. You know, I'm making a video. I'm not selling you something, but it's a truth that's within me that wants to come out, and I feel like I am doing my job in helping the collective and the humanity and the mindset, the things that are blocking us without us realizing, for the planet, for the people, for the humanity. And to see it's super important. Yes, it's true that, you know, before you're actually lucky that someone is coming to save you, you probably have been through a lot of stuff, a lot of traumas, a lot of challenges. And like I said, you find the help of Dean and Tony. They're helping you, giving you all the tools, everything step by step, every day, right? To follow through the technical, the mindset, the ideas, and everything. And now I want to talk to you about the spiritual and the guilt, and yes, they are all about the spiritual things, the spiritual development, of course, as well. And these guys are tough. They've been through, if you listen to their life, all the challenges they've been through, and you know, that's why they're so tough. They know maybe no one came to save them. Maybe, you know, they have to go through it all on their own. And I've been through stuff that, man, I would be like, wow, people can witness that and not help. Or when I went on my trip to Cambodia, I was mentioning this in my other video, seeing all these kids in the street, you know, it was beautiful, everything's discovering a new country, and the sacred sites and everything, and you have all these kids like begging, following me for money, please, and I was feeling bad. I didn't like it. I was triggered. I was like, I'm feeling powerless, you know, I can't help them. And so, yeah, sometimes people just can't help you. And so you feel guilty if you can't help someone, right? And you're not angry against those kids. You just prefer to ignore it because yourself you feel guilty, you're not good enough, right? And you still want to enjoy your trip. You worked for being here and discovering this place, right? So there's no right or wrong. What I'm talking about is this guilt and this new mentality that installed to make this normal. It's normal not to help someone because your own journey. It's normal that no one will come and help you. It's normal. It's true. But is this what we want to see for the future, for the world? It's true you have to be able to do it by yourself. And I'm glad that I learned everything from this group to be able to create my mastermind, put them online, and I bring what I know and I take what I don't know, right? And we're all bringing to each other. It's a give and take. And so yes, I'm glad I want to be independent. I don't want to need anybody. I want the people in my life because I know anyways we need each other. I don't know if it's clear, but I want to be independent and have this freedom, be able to do it on my own. But in the end, I don't want to accept it. That's normal, that this culture of being on your own, by yourself. It's okay that people don't help you. No, this is something we need to change for the world. Like I said last time, I think this is because people have been so disappointed all their lives that they put this protective shield against them and say, okay, now you have to do it on your own. And yes, it's a great strength, but thanks to this group, we don't need to do it on our own anymore. Okay, we can support each other. We can talk about the things. And so the censorship, this spiritual community, and I'm all about the new age and the chakras and the energy, all about it. But I would feel like, why don't I agree when they're like, self-love first, when you're in the plane, you have to help yourself first, and then you help others. I'm sorry, if my child is next to me, the first thing I'm gonna do, even if I'm suffocating, I'm gonna take the thing, I'm gonna put it on my child, and then I'm gonna take care of myself. It's like instinct. It's natural. So let it go. It's you can't save everybody. It's normal. If you're putting boundaries and stuff, all these things that have become normal, this is to put you in a weak mindset, okay? And spread the positivity, and all about spreading the positivity. Even when you spread the positivity, the law of attraction and everything, even I can swear to you, I've been like so positive. They used to call me Miss Positivity. Miss Positivity, yes, Miss Positivity. I'm an empath. I spread all the good stuff. Well, you don't only attract the good stuff, okay? You can also attract the people who feed from your good energy, okay, and never give anything in return, right? There are, and not only they will take from you, not return anything, but they will try to like humiliate you, make you feel like, this chick is complaining again, this is lowering the energy. No, if you witness something that is not normal and then they try to make you feel guilty, then this is censorship, okay? Because everything should be good, the life is beautiful. Yes, life is beautiful. It's amazing. But you also have to speak up. And I'm saying this because mostly for this group, because I feel like when you're in this process that you've left, your job, you're trying to believe in your heart, and you have people making you feel guilty for it. So this is censorship, okay? You should be happy with what you have, and Dean says that all the time. So it's really about reversing the machine, reversing this mentality of like, when you have to be your own savior, the truth behind that is protect your heart, okay? Protect your heart. And so it comes to the fear of being disappointed from people. But so far, since I joined the mastermind, I'm never disappointed. I've learned to trust again, and not only the masterminds and my other groups, other friends that I met, mostly thanks to the internet and in my real life too. I've learned to trust again, and that I want to need them, okay? I want us to need each other. It's a proof of trust, okay? The problem is the lack of trust in the society. And like I gave my trust to a lot of people, okay, who broke my trust. And there are, of course, you want to share your secrets, with your best friends and everything. I have no secrets. I have secrets, but I'm okay with sharing all my secrets if it's not someone who's gonna come take the secret and turn it against you to humiliate you or to make you feel that you're guilty, So this is we need courage. See, I wrote in my Better Life journal. This is for the group when I take note from the life. We need courage, okay? The light workers have been lied to, manipulated to believe that life is beautiful. Yes, it is. But Yeah, okay, and then it's like this story about the Cambodia. But the let it go kind of thing is just to soothe the guilt of people, okay? And so they reversed this courage fear that we have because we don't want war. This is one thing that, wow, I was talking about the war, like how people would like step up and go fight for, you know, what's good. And no, we don't want the war with weapons. We don't want the war with violence, okay? But we still want to stand up and step up for the thing we believe in, the people we believe in. And not just go into the spiritual fake stuff, you know, that invites you to just ignore everything else. And because then the people who are traumatized, the people who are victims, okay, of others, there are people who enjoy hurting you. There are people, or maybe they don't enjoy hurting you, but because something didn't happen to them, they think that's okay, you know. And there are things that happened to people and that hurts them a lot. There's things that happened to me, didn't, you know, I'm not that traumatized about it, but it's still true. It's still true, and that's still that maybe wouldn't traumatize someone else and traumatize me. Like, everybody's different. So when someone has a trauma and they're trying to talk about it, or if you have a trauma or you're going through something and people are trying to make you feel guilty or stupid or that, you know, just keep you silent, I'm telling you already, it's not gonna make it better. Because the people who do that, the people who persecute others, they will keep doing it. Okay, if you don't say anything, they will keep doing it. So with no remorse. And that's the thing, though. It's like, wow, keeping silence, trying to soothe everything and be peaceful, and, you know, no, the light will win. The light will win. Yes, if we step up and speak for the light. And speaking for the light is not just saying that the world is beautiful. Speaking for the light is also denouncing, you know, and fighting the BS. Okay, so I have some oracles today. Which one I'm going to show you today? I've already showed you this one. The Lightworker Oracle from Alana Fairchild, because I feel there is a lot of light workers in this group, and the light workers there. You know, the world is changing. Okay, I'm going to pull one card from this one and then another one that I really like. The world is changing. We no longer... There is the 9 to 5, like I do the 9 to 5 in the morning. There is, like, thanks to the COVID, actually, you know, thanks to the COVID, we started to understand that you still can work from home, you still can work in different schedules, be more flexible, be more adaptable, you know. It's so stressful for me. One thing that would stress me a lot when I was a child, going to school, is like having to wake up, run out of bed, go to school every morning before my body has time to actually wake up, you know. And some people, like my husband, he has no problem waking up in the morning. He opens his eyes, jumps out of bed, wakes up, is good to go for the rest of the day, but yet we'll go to bed kind of early. For me, it's the opposite. Like, the morning, I need at least 2 hours to know what's going on, you know, where I am, wake up from wherever I traveled during the night, astral travel during the night, but then I can stay up pretty late at night. Okay, we all, and the COVID also, the isolation has helped us understand how to adapt, you know, our schedule. But still, yeah, the world is changing. We no longer are gonna have the same types of jobs, because now everything is connected. Everything comes together. So you will, the fields are merging. Okay. Okay, divine grace, the law of efficiency. The law of efficiency. Yes. exactly on point. How to become efficient by accepting that you need each other, by accepting that, like Dean says, you know, hire someone or work with someone who's excellent at what they do. They will do it a lot faster, and you can focus on your strength as well. I love the art. Who is the artist? Mario Duguay. Another one. All right. Trust in the plan. That just when I show this card with all the planets overhead, there is like a helicopter passing over me. It's like, trust in the plan. The sky is with you. There is the water. Look, there is the water in the ocean. It's a blue, it's a beautiful like emerald color in the ocean, and a tree. And the sun is coming from his heart. He's got the beard that symbolizes the wisdom, the sacred knowledge, and the stars with the cosmos and all the planets coming out of his head. All the planets that also represent the solar system. The solar system, all the planets, they're in orbit, right? They're all arranged together, right? They have this harmony, they have this geometry, they have this trajectory, this pattern, right? It's a symbiosis, working all together, all the fields. That's how I feel that it is. We're all bringing our thing. This is a beautiful oracle. So for you all light workers, you know, I've started to open up more about all this stuff that I would feel guilty. Why I can't. I have a beautiful house, I have a beautiful son, I have a beautiful life, I traveled everywhere, I'm accomplishing my masterminds, I found my family, my community. I'm so grateful, I'm so happy, and so why am I still angry? Because I feel that there is the world, this society, this guilt on things that shouldn't happen, you know. There's a lot of stuff that's working backwards that we need to reverse in the mentality. A truth, is it normal that there is someone that's been aggressed in a street and people are making videos instead of helping? Is it normal that no one is coming to save you? It's true, it exists. It's true, but is it normal? Is this what we want to go for the future? Now, we're here to create the community. We're here to count on each other and trust. Trust is so important. When someone gives you their trust, they open up their truth, their secrets to you. Use it for the good. Use it for the good. And this is why I'm opening this Colors of Nature project. Go see. There's a lot of work in that. I'm happy if you participate, if you get inspired from it, you know, to do something good and beautiful, and this will ripple into, you know, a resonance of new creations and beauty and towards your own community. Okay, so there's none to be jealous about it. I'm happy that the work can serve for others. We go further like that, right? But don't break people's trust. People open to you and tell you their secrets, and you're going to use it as a weapon against them. Then, I mean, karma will get back to you. Like, it does. And that's why also sometimes I'm super careful. I even hesitate of making these videos where I'm like exposing some truth and complaining and stuff, because I do it from my heart in a good energy. It would be easier for me to say just, oh, it's a beautiful day, look at my beautiful garden, and But it's also because in my heart, see, my heart is burning right now. Like I feel like literally my heart is burning. It's like I feel fire inside. Okay, because the truth wants to come out, and it's out of love. It's out of love for helping the people that were just like you. Maybe you're in a situation and you can't speak about it, and you can't trust people around you because you don't know who to trust. If someone is going to break your truth, once people broke your truth so many times, and then you're stuck in this, okay, no one's going to come save me, but because I hate the other people, because I don't trust in the other people, right? They all don't understand me. They don't get it. They don't care, or they just can't, but I don't feel understood, you know, or they're this, no, I can do it on my own, and I can count on my people, and I, you know, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. So this is the new, okay? And this is the true. It already exists. It's here. That's what we're here for. So this one is the journey to the goddess realm. Journey to the goddess realm from Lisa Porter. And my publisher, US Game Systems. This is not my oracle, from another author, okay? Lisa Porter. Who is the artist? Beautiful art as well. Oh, maybe I think she is the artist. She is the. I think she's the writer and the artist as well. So beautiful deck, so beautiful. Let's put a card for everyone right now. Spider Woman, thinking. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I love it. Spider Woman, thinking. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're thinking. And you see she has the spider. Okay, is an animal, spirit animal. The spider is the one that's creating connection. Links, right? Links and connections. She's weaving this giant net. This is what we're doing here. We're trusting, learning to trust again, establishing connection. Okay, not just being on our own anymore. And she has the eagle. She has the totem with the eagle behind her. Okay, the eagle is she's a Native American, right? It's the symbol of America. And the bull behind her. And still she has some boots, right? Okay, let me read the card. 2015. It's funny, it's the year when I got to the US. I'll put another one. Oh, this one. And Vesta. Another one. Vesta. The home. Oh, this is so cool. Wow. It's like, look. I was talking to you about the fire, right? The home within, right? I was talking about the fire within. You see how she has the fire? And I was talking about the people in your privacy. You see how there is the donkey with the sun behind it, and he's like sneaking in the window. Okay, what's going on in there? You know, because he's invited. He's like caring for her. Okay, it's important to have people who watch over you, who care for you, keep an eye on you. It's so important. It changes your life, you know, to know you're not alone. Then I've been living for 2 years, 3 years in this complete paranoia of not even inviting people in my house anymore, because every time I would like invite people or tell, you know, stories of my life and stuff, either they would mock me or not believe me or just try to turn it against me, you know. So you become paranoid to that extent that you just stop trusting. But this is so bad when you stop trusting, because humans, we're all humanity. If we stop trusting each other, this is the end. This is the end. You're angry at each other, the smallest little trigger, and it ripples, and then into war. And this is how the war between countries, okay? How is it possible? I don't get it. How they're like, you have presidents, they all meet every year for the G20, or I don't know what's their, you know, and they all meet, reunite, talk, and like a few months later they're gonna be at war against each other. And I'm like, the trust is so important, to be able to discuss, to talk about the topics and stuff like that, okay? And the jar with the wood, that she's using the wood for the fire, right? She's using the wood for the fire, to feed the fire, to keep the warm in the house. And those symbols, I'm wondering, you see the symbols, they kind of look like a pie with a bull, like the symbol of the bull and the pie sign as well. Wow, interesting. See, I don't do readings and stuff like that. I just happen to have fun. And another card, Revelation. It's a confirmation card. Yes, confirming everything that we are saying right now. And once again, there is a window. Once again, there is a window from the outside looking inside, right? And all the feathers, taking the notes. The yin and the yang. And I like how the yin and the yang here is not black and white. It's the day and the night. Wow. The sun and the moon. They're complementary. Okay, we're over this vision of black and white. It's all good or it's all bad. You're my friend or you're my enemy. We're over, we're past this. Okay, we're allies or we're enemies. No, we're all different. We all have a diversity. And sometimes they call me up on my temper, you know. I have a temper, and sometimes I need to be calmed down, and sometimes I calm down too much and I need to raise my voice, you know. And so yeah, your best friends are the ones who believe in you more than you do, and who call you up when you're wrong as well, you know, because they want you to be better. They believe you can be better. So, but it doesn't mean they will betray you either. There is a difference. There is a big difference. And we need to get back to talking to these things. I don't want to point fingers either. I understand everybody. I understand all the other point of view. This is why there is no good, there is no bad. Even I don't agree with myself all the time. Maybe at night I will think something, and during the day it's another me. It's another difference. So we need to learn compassion as well for the others. Let it go. Let it go. I see the feather. See? Alors, either she's trying to reach and grab the feathers, or she's letting go of the feather. Okay, let go of your trauma, all that. That's it. You wrote it. You express it. Now it's time to let it go and look what's outside. But it's still important to write it, okay? I don't know where you are at your point in your journey. If you have things to say, write it down, write a book, write an article. Mind your words, the way you say things as well, because they have snowball effect. So I'm gonna start reading the Spider Woman, card 31. Native American goddess, spirit woman, Teotihuacan. Wow, you know what? I did not know that Teotihuacan, it's the name of a goddess. It's also the name of the sacred site in Mexico. Teotihuacan. No, in Guatemala. Teotihuacan in Guatemala. Native American goddess Spider Woman, Teotihuacan, is the great thought woman. This is what it means. Thought woman. She created the universe by spinning two threads, east to west, and north to south. She destroyed and rewove her web numerous times, saving only the enlightened and wise. Spider-Woman is master of thought manifesting into matter. She wove the dream catcher to catch only good thought and steer night terrors away. Yes, that's what we're doing. Spider-Woman is here to give you counsel to reconnect to your reality. You have many paths in your life. Focus on what you do want and let go of focus on what you do not want. Let go. See the confirmation? Let go of the grudges. Like, speak for yourself, make people accountable, denounce the bullshit, but then let it go. It's hard for me, because there is always, the trigger will come back until you're done with it. And yesterday I was so excited, so happy, I'm done, I'm letting it go, and I see something that triggers me, and I'm like, man, again? How long am I gonna have to deal with this? But I know why, and that kind of but that didn't trigger me the same way. That triggered me the way that, okay, this is something I need to express one more time in the collective, but it didn't touch me like I was actually angry. I was like, okay, I'm over this, whatever. People think whatever they want to think, people think they have a power over you, but they don't, okay? So yeah, learning to let go. This is so beautiful. This is so awesome. And what I mean by that is that you give the power to the people that you want. You choose, okay, who you want to have power, not over you, but with you, together. If someone is trying to show power over you, to make you feel bad or judgment or stuff like that, well, either maybe they're jealous, or they're not comfortable, or they just don't know. And if they just don't know, then if they don't want to change, there's not much you can do. You are cosmically manifesting with your thought, consciously or unconsciously. You are part of this expanding universe. Yes. Keywords: positive thinking, manifesting. Ooh, it burns. It's burning in my... It's burning. Positive thinking, manifesting, co-creating, philosophing, networking, power of intention, focus, questioning, possibilities, probabilities, conceptualizing, connectedness. I'm gonna drink. Okay, then talking about fire. Okay, don't let these negative things consume you. Let them fuel you for creativity. Turn your anger into fire. Okay, creative fire. The home 34. It's awesome because I was hoping on saying that too. Vesta is the Roman matriarchal goddess of the heart, flame of the hearth. Never heard this word. Hearth, flame of the heart. Vesta and her 6 Vestal virgins were revered as high priestesses who offered warmth and offering to the people. Vesta offers stability and warmth to your home. She is associated with nourishment, especially baked foods. Her humble pet donkey protected her from an intruder, and donkeys are considered sacred to Vesta. The sign for Vesta is an altar table with twin flames rising from it. Nurturing Vesta welcomes you to feel at home in the temple of your inner being. Your external physical home reflects your inner home. Vesta offers a sanctuary of warmth to your hearth and clan. Her energy nurtures a haven of belonging. Yes, I feel the flame. It's wow, you know, you're on fire for something. You know, the truth is coming out. And the twin flame also, it's a super beautiful, powerful concept. You know, when you find the people who resonate, you know, so deeply to your level that you develop all these connection abilities, and then you feel like home. You know, and home, I have one of my cards on my deck, says home is not about a place. Home is where the heart is filled with love. Okay, I love it. And see, it doesn't say anything about these two signs here, but to me it does look like the pie and the bull as well, the Taurus. All right, and I have this other one for the white buffalo woman. Oh wow, look, first card. White buffalo woman. This is my favorite card of this deck because I feel really connected to the white buffalo woman. It's my favorite weed, actually, the white buffalo. And she's like, you see, she's smoking. She has the pipe. The pipe is like a music. There's like a symphony, like a music coming out of the pipe, right? And it's like a rainbow, the rainbow bridge, the rainbow collection, the rainbow energy. And there is the bull as well. The bull is just a strong animal, a totem animal. The bull, like, it symbolizes the strength, you know, like crushing the challenges. But it's also the protection, the reassurance. The bull is white on this one. It's like the protection, the wisdom, the reassurance. Like when you see the white deer, it's the king of the forest. Supernatural white buffalo woman visited the Lakota people and taught them to live in harmony. She came from the stars and gave people the holy Chanumpa peace pipe. I thought it was the holy champagne, but the holy Chanumpa peace pipe. She taught them about Mother Earth, the origins of humanity, and the 7 sacred ritual. She explained the changes that will come to unite all the tribes of the earth. The rare white buffalo, her earthly manifestation, holds great symbolic significance. White buffalo woman returns to you now to remind you that we are all of one family. All of one family. And also what I was hearing, what I was reading was they are all a part of you. You probably recognize yourself in each one of these cards that I read, okay, the goddess realm. Mostly if you are a woman, but it's not just about woman, it's the sacred feminine, and every woman and man carries the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine energy, the both, right? The sacred feminine energy is the intuition, the ideas, and the sacred masculine energy is the force, the action. And we all have that. We all have the power of taking action, but it's true that muses for men are most likely the feminine image, and the strength and protection and comfort for women is most likely men, right? So there is more of a pull in each of the genders, right? But they all come and speak to you. That you can connect to these goddesses all the time. They speak to you through nature. They speak to you through all the synchronicities, the symbols in your life every day. You know, like in my video yesterday, I was filming butterflies in the garden, and then I take the painting and it looks just like the garden with the butterflies. Put aside your ego and differences and remember what unites us. Division is weak, unity is powerful. Yes. So this is really the dilemma. This is the dilemma of our society, that we promote diversity, we promote unity, and yet we don't know how to overcome the conflicts. We betray each other. Okay, so having a different mindset, different opinion is not the same as betraying people and, you know, humiliating and all these kind of things, right? And I do sometimes, in extreme case, that I had to, you know, like feed the fire with fire, pretty much, because like with some there's some bad guys that just like they won't understand if you ask nicely. You know, it's like a 5 years old. You know, some people that just that hey, it's like a 5 years old. You will ask him 20 times, hey, it's time for your bath now, you know, or it's time to clean up your room, and you will ask him 10, 15, 20,000 times. They still don't know why they should clean their room, because otherwise I'm gonna have to do it, okay? And I'm not your maid. So at some point you need to start be like, okay, now you're gonna clean your room. But I don't humiliate my child. It's just an image, right? It's a symbol for some people that just need to be, you know, there's criminals. So this is why there is still wars and people traumatized in the world. But you need to speak up and let it out, otherwise it will consume you. Okay, so turn all that into creativity. Join one of my workshops in the painting for the weekend. This is the best. All this has taken me to the cards and everything, but in turning all these emotions, ideas, visions into simplified symbols, beauty, things you're gonna see every day. So I invite you to do that. Journey to Love, my workshop, Journey to Love. See, the Journey to the Goddess Realm, and my Oracle, Journey to Love, my painting workshop on mastermind.com. If you want to do something fun this weekend, go register to workshop, get some painting supplies, think of all this, take a journal, buy one of Dean's journal, write your ideas and paint at the same time. Alchemize this into colors, into beauty in your life. And so when you look at the painting, you will be like, oh, that reminds me how I transcended all my challenges, you know. Everything you have in this journal, everything that you write in the journal, what you're gonna do. It's like sometimes I write a whole paragraph on Instagram of letting all my stuff out, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I want to let it out onto the people? Do I want to put this energy, more of this energy out there? Or do I want to keep it for myself and then it will just be kept inside? So making and so my way to do that for a long time was to paint. I haven't painted in a long time. I know I need to start painting again. But all this has been very important to me, consuming me as well. How to deal with these problems, how to trust each other. How to trust each other again. If you... I don't want to say it because it's going to snowball again, but... yeah. And there's always this fire. The fire is the same. I'm not encouraging. When you say let's set the world on fire, it's the creative fire. Okay? Let's warm our heart with warmth and love and trust. All right. I think we get the point for today. But yeah, I've been annoyed. Like, you know, I even felt like, oh wow, oh my gum, oh great. If you feel like you don't belong in any group, any case, it's normal. It's because we're all unique, and there are so many people awakening to the new world that there's no box. There's no box. That's why there's no more box. We're weaving the nets. The box is the heart. Okay, we're all a note of music. All together we're creating the symphony. Okay, have a good day, everybody. Please check my website. Come send the love letters. We need that. We need love letters. What would you like someone to write to you? What is the letter you would like to receive? Someone was to write to you. Okay, what is like the best thing someone could tell you, and that would just make your day every day? Write it and send it to the Colors of Nature for the children. We're gonna make a beautiful oracle, and they're gonna have letters to open when they're sad, when they're angry, all this, you know, to teach them the new ways, what challenges you went through, how you overcome it, everything you learned through the self-education revolution group and all Dean and Tony's training, all this, it's all tied together. It's all tied together. And how I'm so grateful. Like, they helped me, you know, speak up and see also what's needed, because I didn't realize. Sometimes I'm getting back to this because it's like, see, it keeps coming back. It's not over. This, if you're disrespected, sometimes you don't realize you're disrespected, because maybe you've been disrespected so many times in your life that it's becoming the normal, that people treat other people like that, you know. And it's fun. You can joke. You can, you know, you can pick on people. It's funny. There's games, stuff. But when someone really treats you badly, like disrespect you every day of your life, I don't know your conditions, your friends, your family, but for example, I can give you the example. My father was, every time I would talk to him, he would be super aggressive to me. He would be, nothing that I do is good. You know, if I would sell, when I sold my collection for the Children's Hospital of New Orleans, 30 paintings. Can you imagine being an artist and someone comes and orders 30 paintings from you? You're like, wow, is this really happening? Like, this is happening to me. I was like, that's it, that's the beginning, you know, of an awesome journey. And it is, because see, all this painting now I'm putting available for these Colors of Nature, and now it's gonna gather everybody together from all around the world. So yes, it's big. But when I told him that, he was like, oh yeah, well, you got lucky on that one, but it doesn't mean you're gonna make a living every day out of that. So, you know, you better come back to France anyways, blah, blah, blah. Like, wow, thanks for being so excited for me. I was like, okay, well, you know what, I'll be excited for two, and you do you. And yeah, you know, and it's constantly. And so the thing is, like, you don't realize that if it's everyday people that disrespect you, or they just don't have consideration for you, and worse, there are the ones who will literally like humiliate you, to hurt you, really, like, because they believe that, like, either they're jealous of you or whatever, that you're responsible for their own bad experiences or whatever, so they want a revenge. Like, this never ends, this little revenge things, you know, it never ends until you decide to just cut these people off of your life, okay? And you make the space for the people who align with you, okay? Who align with you, simply. My dad, he's a good person. He is a good person, and this is why it took me so many years for me to just cut off with him, because I would always see him, you know, he's kind of nice with people. Like, he will say hi and, you know, like, smile sometimes. You know, like, woo, basics. No, he's great. He's great. But just like, so I kind of like, I know he's not a bad person. That's the thing. I know he's not a bad person. He's angry. That's the thing. He's angry about society, just like me. He's angry about society, about, you know, his job that he never liked in his life. He's angry about the working all his life and still paying for taxes and still paying for all this stuff and not being able, to offer more. And I think it's more of a frustration, right, that he has against the world. And I felt that when I was a teenager. I was always rebel like that. But the thing is, like, I think he feels like guilty that he didn't do enough to change it. But he's a musician, for example. He's a great musician. And he never knocked at one single door to go and play somewhere. It's always like if he would work with a singer, the singer would be the one, trying to look for all the contracts and everything. So sometimes tells him, hey, you go play there. He'd be like, okay, I go play there. And yet he would be like, I'm not gonna criticize, but then when I was like, okay, and then he made a CD, and I was like, okay, did you try to write to a producer, for music? Oh, no one's gonna. You know how many people there are who's gonna try to get produced? Yeah, well, if you never try, sometimes one of them, sometimes it happens. For me, my oracle, when I wanted to publish my oracle, at first I was the same. It's actually when I bought these 2 oracles. Wow, see how funny. These 2 oracles are the 2 oracles that I bought that one day in Biloxi, Mississippi, in that rejuvenation station, spa. People were really nice. That I entered the boutique and I saw the 2 oracles. I was like, wow, this is so beautiful, from my publisher, US Game Systems. And I was like, I want one. I want my oracle. I have my messages. I have my cards and everything. I'm gonna write to the publisher. And literally, I was like, there's no way. I was like, no one's gonna respond to me. A week later, they sent me a contract. They're like, we love it. They sent me a contract. They trusted me, and I provided the artwork. They made a beautiful deck, and I got a golden award for visionary arts this year for this oracle, just because I tried. And then after that, I had another 1,000 doors closed on me, and I'm still trying. And then one day I got the collection for the Children's Hospital, and then another 100 doors closed on me. But then other opened as well. I'm here today. I'm so happy. My life is beautiful. And so yeah, back to my dad. He couldn't go over this anger and being angry at everybody all the time. And so when I would try to succeed, I would have a success, I would try to succeed, he'd be like, oh yeah, that was just luck. Oh yeah, but no, it's not gonna work. Oh, blah blah. Because maybe he's jealous. Maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he just doesn't believe in anything. But do we want a world like that people don't believe? No one believe it's possible. No one believe in people to be better. No one believe they are heroes. Yes, they are heroes. They are heroes, amazing heroes in this world who work every day, okay, to change it. Dean and Tony and Russell, everybody, you guys, you watching, you're a hero, because if you're here still believing in what you're doing and fighting for it despite what other people say, then you're the people who change the world. And Ellen as well, Ellen DeGeneres from the Ellen Show. I started watching this show a few months ago, and she's so kind. Kindness is the new revolution. She's so kind to everybody, and making people feel that they have a voice, they have a message to share, a message to spread, and comforting. And this, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you just need kindness. You just need to believe. I don't know what stage you have in your life. Maybe you have a great social life. I don't know. I'm just telling you. I'm super social, super positive, super creative. And yet it did happen to me that I ended up having everybody betrayed me, and no one around me. Geographically, I was away from everybody. And then even my friends would start talking stuff about me, or just ignoring me, or I would tell them my secrets, they would mock me, and then I just felt alone in this world. So it does happen, it does happen, but we don't, if everybody does like this is dangerous. The world will not, we will not co-create a world, and you can't do it on your own. If you're trying, who here can build their house all by themselves, right? How many people come to build a house? Yes, in where I live in Nice, actually, where I used to live in Nice, there is this one guy that is building his house by himself. Like, the guy doesn't have money to hire an architect. He was an architect all his life, right? He is building his house by himself. That's impressive. Like, on his own, brick by brick. Like, he's always there, always building. Yeah, it's been like 5 years. No, it's been what? I don't know how many years. And like last time I went, he was like, you know, there was just still the walls and like and I'm like, wow, he has some incredible patience and determination, and I can only admire him because he keeps going no matter what. He has nobody and no one is coming to save him and help him, and yet he's doing it. Wow, I'm impressed. Like, this guy impresses me. But don't you think he would go faster, like if you had people do it with him? So that's what I mean, right? So you can't build a house by yourself, or you can do it, but it will take a very, 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 very long time. And like Nassim Haramein says, from the Resonance Science Foundation in his last interview, that this is gonna speed up. We don't have the time. We don't have 50 years to change the world now. Okay, with all the pollution, we have the solar panels, we have the free energy, we have the hybrid technology still that is very soon gonna become organic, I hope. You know, I was asked if I want to put solar panels on my house. So I'm still thinking, because this is a hybrid technology, right? It's hybrid in a way that it's completely green and natural and everything, but not completely green, because you still have to build the solar panel. It's still like a lot of equipment added, you know? So for now we're at this, but I think it's still good. It's still good to do it. Replacing but yeah, and he was saying that we need to hurry up, and it's going to speed up, but only by combining our forces and stuff. This we go faster, we're gonna be able to do it. So it's time. All right, everybody, and so yeah, and so yeah, I didn't finish the story with my father, but I just decided to not talk to him anymore. You know, I'm not mad at him. I'm not angry at him. I mean, I know his point. I know where he comes from. I know the frustration. I feel the same frustration, and this is why I'm still like whining all the time about the society and everything, because I feel it, and we have to speak up to change it. But at the same time, it's not a fate. Okay, it's a truth. It's not a fate. It's a truth that we can transmute into the dream world. Okay, and this was my point. So yeah, and I'm good in my life, because now every time I have a joy, I don't call him for him to to tell me that it's bad, you know, or to tell me not to believe in it. And so now I just keep believing every day. And of course, I have Dean, okay, that does believe and make me believe every day. And this is the gift. This is the gift. So I'm so happy we're sharing all this together, and how impressed. I'm just impressed, man, how much they overcame, and determination to make people adhere to this mentality, right? And go through, like, by masses going through the portal, through, you know, the taking off the layers of blocks, and it's all energetic. This is why I share more of the energetic stuff as well, because we have all these energetic layers, all this programming as well in the mind by the spiritual community, who are just humans. They're spiritual, you see, but they are humans just like us, and they have their own traumas, their own shield of protections that they put around us and try to make you feel better. So how am I going to make you feel better? Okay, if you feel that you can't trust anyone, am I going to try to make you, to give you new ideas, new mindset, new techniques that you can start learning to trust other people, or show the example? This is what they do. 100% trust here. Or are people gonna tell you, okay, well, you know, this is how it works, the self-love, it's only you can only achieve something with self-love and all by yourself and everything. This is a protection. This is a protection because you don't want to be disappointed by the rest of the world. Okay? And remember, it's the truth, not a fate. So we are on the bridge. We're on the bridge together, and it's so cool. So thank you for the opportunity to talk on that. And I know it's not the motto the motto of this page, but like I said, I'm not against it. It's a fact. It's a fact, man. It pisses me off, like because every time, like, I keep coming to that, because every time they're like, no one is coming to save you, no one is coming to save you, it pisses me off. And I'm like, why am I so pissed off every time they say that, you know? And I was like, it pisses me off because it's true. It's a trigger that I was feeling abandoned, you know, many times by my friends and stuff, and that I wouldn't accept that. But then I'm like, why I don't want to accept it? Because I want it to be better. Okay? And yes, and even if they say it, this is not what they do. They wake up every day for you to save you. They send you emails every day to guide you. So don't expect too much, you know, from the world, but welcome this good surprise. Welcome the good surprise. And it's not even true, because I expect from my friends, you know. I expect the best, you know, from the people I love. My son, I also ask my son, because I think this is the purest love between a child and their parents, right? You can be jealous if your husband, you can love your husband all the way, but be jealous because he's not giving you enough attention, or doing something else, or I don't know, you know, even the people you really love, or your sister. You can, you know, have a sister, but one parent give her more attention and they listen more to the sister than the other sister, so there can be jealousy between sisters and stuff like that. But your child, you will never be jealous of your child. Okay, you want the best. I mean, supposedly you want the best for your child. You're happy when they're happy. You're happy to see them laugh. You're happy to see them think. But you also accept the best. When my son, he's adorable, he's amazing, but he just passes in front of, I ask him something 10 times, well, please go to your bathroom, please clean your room, or he asks me a sandwich and I make him the sandwich and he doesn't even look at it. It's like doing something else. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I expect you to behave. I expect you to be respectful, to be nice to people, to, you know, when I make you something, I want you to realize what everything that I make for you, every day that I cook for you, every day that I clean this house for you, because I want you to live in a nice and clean environment, right? So you, and from my friends, you know, yes, I expect from my friends, when I had this award last summer, and this golden award, that was so funny, because so there was a ceremony, right? A ceremony, three So it was here in the US at 6 in the evening, and for France it was 3 in the morning. And so I was on the phone with the lady. I was like, oh, it's okay, no problem. You know, we'll stay up, we'll party till 3 in the morning. We'll be there. We'll make a video and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, we'll be there. And then I tell my friends, and I thought they were gonna be like, wow, you got an award for your God, this is awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, let's do the party, no problem. We'll be up and whatever. And when I told them, they were like, what? We're not gonna stay up till 3 in the morning. Yeah, because I was staying at their house, right? And it's kind of like smaller, so it's not like I could be, talking in the middle of the house, yeah, while everybody else is sleeping. And I was like, no, we're not gonna, bother everybody at 3 in the morning. And I was shocked. I was like, yes, I expected them to be happy and excited for me, to be like, oh yeah, let's do it. Like, well, when we were 19, we used to stay up till 5 in the morning. I still stay up till 5 in the morning. I'm like, okay, I didn't know there was like such gravity to just, stay up for 1 minute at 3 in the morning. But so yeah, because you love people, you expect love as well. So it's normal to expect from the other. You have to be forgiving, of course. They're still my friends. Just because they didn't want to stay up, it's not a big deal. But I'm just showing you a little example that's not, and I'm not like, they didn't. I was like, oh, okay, so I pre-recorded the message and I sent them a message and they put the message up. It wasn't the end of the world, but I'm just showing you an example of these times when it's normal, it's okay, to expect from people to get excited and happy for each other. We need to find this again. And so this was, I think, important. So thank you for listening. I can't believe it's been an hour talking. I hope you all have a great, beautiful day and that you will send your letters and go see the project soon. Bye bye.